So today in Unit 6, Lesson 4, we're going to be talking about finding missing sides of scale figures. And this is why we've been practicing proportions, because we're going to start by using a proportion method, and then we're going to use the scale factor method. So when we set up a proportion, that's like this, and then we're going to be cross multiplying, we're going to butterfly. We're still going to be doing the new thing over the original thing. So in this figure, in question number 1, with these two triangles, we need to find x. So that's our goal, is we're going to be trying to find x. And I've realized in some of my Edpuzzle videos, it's hard for you guys to see where I'm pointing at. So I'm trying to figure out how we can fix it. Oh, maybe we can do the little hand guy. Maybe that'll help. So we're trying to find x. So this is our new figure. This is our original figure. And we need to match up the sides. So x inches is going to be corresponding to 8 inches. So that means that x goes with the 8. So if we do new over original, we're going to put x over 8, because those go together. And then my other side, 18 goes with 6. So new over original, so it'll be 18 over 6. Now there's more than one way to solve these, but cross multiply I think is the easiest one. So I can do 8 times 18, and we will get 144 equals x times 6. I can't do, so I'm just going to write that as 6 times x. Then you guys know we need to solve the equation. So I'm going to draw my equation line, my line down the middle, and that's times 6. So I know to divide both sides by 6. So I will get that x equals, because that cancels out and I bring the x down, x equals 144 divided by 6, which is 24. And then I want to make sure that that makes sense. So 8 is a little bit bigger than 6, and 24 is a little bit bigger than 18. So that answer does make sense. Now try question 2 with, and then you're going to check it with the Edpuzzle video, and we're going to come back to question 3 together. So question 3 is a little bit different, because notice that I have my two trapezoids and one of them is upside down to the other. So we're going to have to be careful that we don't get them confused. I'm still going to set up my proportion. I'm still going to be doing new over original. So I have x, but now I need to look at what my x matches with. And I see that's the small side on the trapezoid. So over here, x matches with 8. So it's going to be have to be x over 8. Then I have 6 on my new one. So 6 matches up to the 12. So I'll have x over 8 equals 6 over 12. And now I'm ready to cross multiply. So first I do 8 times 6 to get 48 equals 12 times x. We don't know what x is, so I just write 12 times x. Draw my line to solve the equation. That's times 12, so I divide both sides by 12. And 48 divided by 12, I will get 4. So I find out that x equals 4. And then I check to make sure that that makes sense. 8 is a little bit bigger than 12, and 4 is a little bit bigger than 6, so 4 does make sense. Now try question number 4 on your own. Check it with the Edpuzzle video, and then we are going to do find missing sides using scale factors. So now we're looking at question 5 on the back. So example 5, they say to use scale factor to find our missing lengths. So I have a triangle that's 10 and 6, and they tell me that my scale factor is 3 over 2. And as we learned last week, in lesson 6.1 and 6.2, when we find scale factor, when we have scale factor, we multiply it. So I will just do 10 times 3 over 2 to find x, and then I will do 6 times 3 over 2 to find y. So when you actually have the scale factor, it is a little bit easier than the proportion way. So if I'm not using my calculator, I can put a 1 under there. 3 times 10 times 3 is 30 over 2, and 30 divided by 2 is 15. So we know that x will be 15 inches. Now I do the same thing with 6. I do 6 times 3 over 2. So 6 over 1 times 3 over 2. 6 times 3 is 18. 1 times 2 is 2, and 18 divided by 2 is 9. Sorry, 8. So we have that y is 9 inches. Now try example 6 and check it with the Edpuzzle video, and then we're going to work on 7 together.